Looks like we just about got it, Josh. We finally got it all set up.
Yup, great teamwork I'd say, Daniel, and we've got it right at this little campsite, just in time for Ranger Randy to inspect it as our new base camp.
I hope we got everything right. You need a good pace camp to be successful with everything else we'll be doing this week.
No kidding, this week is going to be full of challenges, and I want to be ready to face them all. Our base camp is our new home, Daniel.
That's right, and Ranger Randy hasn't given us any details about what we'll be facing this week. My dad said just to learn as much as possible from Ranger Randy.
Yeah, I can't wait, though I'm kind of nervous. Hey, can you give me a hand? Let's put our sleeping bags inside and make sure everything fits.
Good idea, Josh.
Thanks. Alright, so I'll put mine this way, and you'll do that way.
That should be clear, though, because of the thingy.
Oh, okay, so I'll just...
Here, yeah, put your end there and your...
Maybe if we just... Maybe... Oh, hey, it's you.
Hey, Ranger Randy.
Hey boys, I see you weren't expecting me.
We were expecting you, just not your whistle.
Well, as Adventure Scouts, you guys have to be ready for anything. When you face each challenge this week, you guys are going to need to show why you were chosen as assistant ranger candidates. The Camp Victorious challenge isn't meant to be easy.
It's supposed to get us ready for whatever we may encounter as assistant rangers, right, Ranger Randy?
Well, Daniel, yes, but you will face the same kinds of challenges when you become an assistant ranger as I do as a full ranger. And everything I do in my duties as a ranger helps me with the rest of my life, too.
How'd you learn all this stuff?
Well, back when I was your guys' age, I had a great mentor. Someone who spent time with me, teaching me carefully, just like I'm doing with you guys.
Did he have a loud whistle too?
Yes, he did. I had to learn how to be ready at all times for anything. And actually, my mentor, he was the first person to introduce me to God.
My parents told me about God a lot when I was little. When I was 7, I accepted God to save me from my sins and to be the Lord of my life.
You mean you accepted Jesus into your heart, right?
Well, it means the same thing, guys. You see, when you ask Jesus into your heart, it's basically meaning you're asking him to come in and to be the Lord of your life, to be in charge. And really, it's the best decision I ever made in my life, boys.
Me too.
Same here.
Awesome. Well, you know, right now, when you ask Jesus to be the Lord of your life, it's kind of like this base camp. It may look pretty, but it's basically empty, and it's not good for much.
But when we ask God into our hearts, it's like we have a full base camp. We're ready for any adventure, for helping and serving others.
That's right, Daniel. Now you're getting it.
We're also ready for any problems that may come our way, right, Ranger Randy?
Correct, Josh. With a base camp, a ranger has a place to come back to when he faces any challenges. For example, you keep your supplies here, your first aid kit, food, and a radio to call for backup if things go beyond your control.
A base camp is really important.
Yes, and a spiritual base camp, it's even more important. Jesus established that base camp in your heart when you got saved. And now it's a place where you can run back to him whenever you face any challenge. He's the best kind of backup anyone could ever ask for.
I talk to God all the time, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to talk to him a lot more this week at Camp Victorious. And this week is going to be tough. It's going to be full of challenges. It's going to be as tough as a year-old marshmallow.
Or as tough as my grandma. She's really tough.
No kidding. But seriously, this week is going to be really challenging, and it is going to be tough.
Yes, it is going to be tough. And trust me, Superintendent Sam is not going to go easy on you guys. So you better be paying attention this week, and then you'll be ready when Superintendent Sam shows up the last day of Camp Victorious.
Well, you know how badly we want to be the first Adventure Scouts to become Rangers this year.
That's right. Me and Daniel are going to give it our very best this week, not just on the last day.
Well, that's the right attitude to have, Josh. I'm really proud of you boys, and I trust that you guys are going to make great Rangers someday. Now, let's take a look around and make sure that you guys have set up the base camp just the way it should be, and it's organized and looking good. I'm going to inspect this base camp personally every morning and before I give you your assignments for the day. So, show me around.
Great, Ranger Randy. Look over here.
Come look how we set these up.
Looks good so far. I like that. Hey, also, we're going to be checking for trash, all right, Daniel? Josh?
Okay.
All right, make sure that everything looks good before we get set for the day.
Yes,
Awesome.
sir.